Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I'm Honorable Dr. 𝗖𝗛𝗘𝗙𝗪, the Group Chief Executive, 𝗪𝗛𝗓 Group. And I'm here to announce that we'll be starting a new series called Chief's Notes with Honorable 𝗪𝗧𝗪. In this series, I'll be taking you through everything pertaining to leadership, success, failure, business, and what both the upcoming and the present generation should look out for, think about when it comes to success, leadership, and also to dispel those talks that says you must always be a success. No, failure is also part of success. So we'll get started. And the first topic for today is what no one tells you about success. Okay, now, what is success? Success has many definitions, but I define success as the art of failing over and over and over, but being able to pick yourself up despite your setbacks, despite your challenges, despite your limitations. The ability to pick yourself up and surge ahead, move forward. That is my definition of success. Now, when one thinks of success in any endeavor, be it in business, even in school, for instance, people have this notion that I can't afford to fail, because if I fail, then I can't be successful or I can't be a success. And that's not true. You see, if you've been in this for as long as I have, you'd know that more often than not, and you can back check this or cross check this with any person that you consider a success in life, in any endeavor, you'd know that success has to do with failing. The person who invented the light bulb, Thomas Edison, he said he failed over and over and over. And in fact, at some point he was asked, why do you keep doing this despite having failed? And he said, now I know 99 ways not to do this thing. And at the end of the day, we all have light bulbs. I think there's no building or area on earth that doesn't have a light bulb. That is what success entails. Even I myself, I can't tell you how many times I failed. But you see, we're here today, a success story. And that's because despite having failed, we stand up, dust ourselves off, pick ourselves, and move on. My first endeavor into real estate was a problem, a monumental problem. By the time we were done with that, we owed a lot of people that we had to refund because something went wrong. And that's the thing you must know. In life, something will always go wrong. You see, whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're a pagan, an unbeliever, a traditional worshiper, always have this in mind that something would always go wrong. In Christianity, in the Bible, it says, I would be with you in the midst of fire. It didn't say you will not have any problem. It says, even in the midst of it, I will be there with you. What does that tell you? That you would have problems, you would have challenges. Jesus himself faced challenges. So if Jesus can go through challenges, what makes you think we wouldn't? So that's something people need to understand. And mentally prepare yourself for that there will be days when you will have problems. You see, when I first started 𝗪𝗓𝗓, it was difficult. It was very difficult. If you've heard my story about how the company got started, we went through trying times, really difficult times. There were days where, you had to choose between whether to eat or whether to run the company. You would put your effort into something. At the end of it, it will fail. In fact, there was this one deal we worked on. This deal took us about 9 months. I can't forget this. And my payout from that deal, everyone involved, were supposed to get 150 million or thereabouts each. And you can imagine, we had done calculations. Everyone knew what wanted to use that money for. Some wanted to buy a car, some else, travel. Everybody had their own notion. 9 months of our lives, 3/4 of a year. At the end of the day, that deal fell apart. In fact, if you ask me today how that deal crumbled, I can't even tell you. That's how bad it was. But it taught me something valuable. Do not count your chickens before they hatch. And even in the process of hatching, prepare, because something could go wrong. Success is perseverance. Success is endurance. Success is motivation. Success is not necessarily hard work, because the truth of the matter is there are some people that work hard, but at the end of the day, they may not be that much of a success, depending on whose definition of success you're looking at. But one thing I can tell you is this: if you apply the right principles, and there are principles in business as in life, there are principles to everything. You don't even have to be a religious person, but there are principles to it. If you apply the right principles, you will be a success. And what are those principles? Always ensure that you have something doing, first and foremost. The Bible says, I will bless the works of your hands, meaning your hands must be working. Not, I will bless you sitting at home, or I will bless you lying on your bed. It doesn't doesn't work that way. You see, many people have been deceived to believe that, oh, just because you receive a prophecy or a message or something, that you're going to become a success, or the Lord has plans for you, God has said this, that you don't have to do anything, just lie down and it will manifest or it will come to fruition. But that's not true. In fact, the same Bible that says, I will bless the works of your hands, also said, a little sleep, a little slumber, and poverty will do you something that your mouth will not be able to explain. So when you're thinking of success, always be certain that success comes with failure. Once you can marry those two together, it will be easy for you, because even when you fail, you will then begin to see failure as the ability to try something in a different way. If you tried something this way and it didn't work, try it this way, try it this way. Eventually, one way will work. But a lot of people get demoralized, their motivation level drop. There are certain fields that success takes time. For instance, real estate. I say real estate because that's how we started, and that's one of the fields 𝗪𝗓𝗓 operates in now. If you're in real estate, your first 6 months, you may not even strike a deal. Your first 9 months, your first year, you may not even hit something major. But you see, your ability to endure, persevere till you achieve that thing. It's just like if you're digging a well now, you keep digging and keep digging. You can go 10 feet, nothing, 20 feet, nothing. Eventually, you will strike something. If you're mining, how deep do you have to go for you to get gold? Depending on the depth of the gold. If you're drilling for oil, how deep do you have to go? So you see, one must develop the ability to persevere and to endure. If you do not have these two things, perseverance and endurance, the ability to suffer for long suffering, you won't be successful. Because one thing about success is fleeting if you're not careful. You can be successful today and fail tomorrow. If I call you now and say, okay, take 10 million. 10 million looks like big money to you now. But guess what? If you don't use that 10 million wisely, tomorrow you will have nothing left. So it is very important that you have this at the back of your mind when doing something. Even in school, if you're a student, an exam, a test, a classwork, a coursework, something, and you fail, don't see it as the end of the world. If you're in business, same thing. You try something, it doesn't work. Try another one, it doesn't work. Don't see it as the end of the world. We've all been there, but the ability to pick yourself up, dust yourself, and move on, forge ahead, look at what you've done before to know what not to do, and then how do I do this thing in a different way. The truth of the matter is, like I said, success has certain principles. We'll discuss those principles during another segment of the series. I just want to tell you today, try as much as possible, develop the ability for long suffering, to endure and to persevere, regardless of whatever it is you're seeing now. It only takes to be successful one decision, one approval, one yes. That's all you need. You've submitted 99 proposals, they didn't work. Submit the 100th one. That may be the one that works. A lot of people give up when they are at the threshold of their breakthrough. That's when they give up. And the thing is, that's when not to give up. When to give up is before you start. But you see, the moment you get started, try as much as possible to ensure that you are a success in this thing. Regardless of what it is, pay the price to ensure that you do not give up. You continue this thing until you become a success. So, I wish everyone success out there. If you're working on something, become a master. Try as much as possible. Become very knowledgeable about what it is you're doing. Whatever industry you operate in, get as much knowledge as you possibly can, learn as many things as you possibly can, and the sky is the limit. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with me through this first inaugural episode of the series, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.